What began with just a handful of coronavirus cases 1 month ago has grown to more than 300. 2 people have died. The outbreak started at a Pacific seafood plant in Newport and grew from there. And today, new information: the virus is more widespread in the coastal community than even the experts imagined.
Our results really do indicate that the virus is relatively widespread in the population, and that's
Ben DL is co-director of the Trace COVID-19 project. Over the last few months, Oregon State University students have teamed up with healthcare workers to conduct random door-to-door COVID testing in various communities. 2 weekends ago, they were in Newport. The result? In the community of roughly 10,600, the study found about 3.4% had the virus, which would mean about 360 people were infected.
So this is the highest prevalence that the Trace project has found by far.
To put it into perspective, similar testing in both Corvallis and Bend suggests about 1 person per 1,000 in those communities has the virus. The cases in Newport are 10 times that.
We ought to have expected high numbers given what we knew, but I sort of on a personal level, I wasn't prepared. It's still shocking.
The Oregon Health Authority called the results very concerning and is urging residents to take action to stop the spread of the virus. That includes wearing face coverings in public and eliminating any social gatherings. Lincoln County is also continuing with its testing events and is working with the university on what steps to take next. DL says whatever those steps are, they need to make sure these numbers don't grow.
Perhaps a little higher than we were expecting. And I think we're still chewing on that. But it's always disturbing to be getting data back about the progression of a pandemic.
Keely Chalmers, KGW News.